Friends, this is Fârâbî. I was born in 870 in Vesik, a small village near Fârâbî in Turkestan. I'm a philosopher, astronomer, scientist and musician. My dear father, who was general, was very fond of science. We would consult the scholars who were his advisor in the works he would do. He did his best for my education. I completed my primary and secondary education in Fârâbî and Bukhara. I enjoyed attending meetings with my father and listened to him quietly. I would consult with them and express my views like an adult. My intelligence and maturity were greeted with interest and love by leading the scholars of the city. I loved to read books and enjoyed learning new things. I remember like it was yesterday that my mother, who realized that I had learned the alphabet by my own efforts before I went to school, hugged me and congratulated me happily. I loved to listen to the beautiful tales told my grandfather. It would be indescribable pleasure not only for me, but also for all the children of the neighborhood to listen to my cotton-bearded grandfather's exciting memories and hunting adventures on long winter nights. We all listened with all attention to the story he told about finding his horse. The white mane, when it was still a small colt, we all dreamed of having a beautiful horse like my grandfather's white mane. Our stomachs hurt from laughing out loud at the games he taught him by giving him clover. My dear grandfather loved me very much. We used to play games together. He used to advise whenever necessary. Whenever he advised, he would get down on his knees, take my hand, look me in the eyes with compassion. I still have these words in my ears. My son, whenever you are, adopt honesty and hard work as your motto. Shine like the sun in the environments you enter so that people benefit from you. Read, research, be determined to learn new things. Every information you learn will open you the doors of wisdom and well-being. Remember, humanity will find peace when it reaches the enlightenment of knowledge. My grandfather was my sun, the light that illuminated my child world, my childhood friend who did not grow up. Whatever I asked, he would answer meticulously, encouraging me to ask questions. He used to talk about the beauties of the universe on our nature trips. He talked about the facts that there is a lot to learn in this vast realm. The more my grandfather told me, the more my love for science grew. As for my grandmother, she was a true healer. Seeing that indescribable happiness spread on her face as she treated people increased my interest and curiosity in medicine. I decided to study and enjoy the unique beauties of science. My endless curiosity and perseverance made books my best friend. I was getting lost between the lines and sailing to different worlds whenever I got a chance. Every new book my father brought me was the best gift in the world, and it was enough to make me burst with happiness. After my vivacious childhood years, my family decided to send me to the city because of my desire to study. I went to Baghdad for my higher education. I got training from valuable and expert teachers in their fields. During this time, I acquired mastery in many branches of science and technology and in several languages. I have been to many countries. I worked in Damascus and Egypt for a while. I was the loyal advisor of the sultans. In my consultations, I always encouraged them to do the right thing. I have often stated that a fair ruler will have a rich country and happy people. All the managers I was with loved me very much and valued my opinions. I have contributed to science in every country I've been to. I have made quite few contributions to science, philosophy, logic, sociology, medicine, mathematics, and music. I have written many books. In the tradition of Islamic philosophy, I was known as the first teacher. Besides, I was also known as Fârâbî in the world. I made innovations on the art and science of music and enriched the notes. I invented the canon, a very important instrument of Turkish music. I developed the rubab and the oud and shaped them in their present form. I became a legend with my beautiful use of my instrument. Because while I was playing, I felt the music most deeply and reflected my feelings to the notes with sincerity. Although many of the books I have written have not been preserved, 170 of my works on logic, metaphysics, ethics, politics, music, medicine, sociology, and tasfir have been translated into many world languages and published. United Nations declared 2020 as the World Al-Fârâbî Year to commemorate the 1150th anniversary of my birth.